Hey there, Dallas College faculty. Northlake's Brandy Harris here. In this video, I'm going to show you how to create an assignment using the Turnitin LTI inside Blackboard. To get started, log into Blackboard and navigate to the class you want the assignment to appear in. Once you're inside the class, navigate to the content area where the assignment will live. Once there, make sure that edit mode is on and click on Build Content and choose Turnitin from the list. The LTI will load and take you to the settings screen. This is where you'll enter your assignment information for your students. You'll want to give the assignment a title and provide students with any instructions they need to complete the assignment. Now let's review some other settings. If you would like your assignment to contain a peer review element, you'll want to check Enable Peer Mark. This will allow you to set up peer review settings later on. If you don't wish to have peer review, simply leave this box unticked. Max grade corresponds directly to your Blackboard Grade Center, so you'll want to enter the maximum number of points available for the assignment. Start date refers to the date and time that you would like the assignment to become available for your students. Due date refers to the date and time you would like the last submission possible to be. And feedback release date refers to the date and time you would like students to be able to view the feedback you've given them in their assignment. You can set each of these dates by clicking on the calendar icon, choosing the date that you would like the assignment setting to apply to, and then selecting the clock icon at the bottom to choose the time of day that you would like to set the assignment to. You can also edit these dates and times by simply clicking in the text field and typing the correct date or time. Note that Turnitin uses a 24-hour time setting, so if you want an assignment to be due or released at 11:59 p.m., the very end of the day, you'll actually set it for 23:59 p.m. At this point, all of your basic settings are complete, and you can click Submit to create your assignment. But there are more settings that you can look at by clicking Optional Settings, and these give you a bit more control over your assignment. One of the things we know Turnitin does is compare papers to a paper repository to detect any similarity. Optional Settings allows you to choose whether you would like the papers that are being submitted to you to go into that standard paper repository or not to be stored at all. By default, Turnitin can run their similarity check on file types that are conventional for essays, like Word files and PDF files. But you can choose to have your students able to submit any file type by checking this box. Note that if your students submit a JPEG or a PowerPoint, you may not receive similarity results. If you'd like to allow late submissions, you can do so by checking this box. And if you'd like to use Turnitin's ETS e-rater system to check grammar in the assignments, check this box. Note that ETS is not 100% accurate. It is a computer trying to do a human brain's job, and it's not always the best at it. So use ETS with discretion, but it can be a good way to just kind of get a handle on grammar for your students. If you'd like to attach a rubric, make sure that the check mark is checked next to attach a rubric, and you can choose the rubric you'd like to use from the list. If you need to create a new rubric, you can launch Rubric Manager. We'll cover rubrics in another video. The Compare Against section allows you to choose what you would like to compare your student's paper against in the repository. Standard paper repository and current and archived website content are going to be checked by default. If you would like to also include periodicals, journals, and other professional publications, you can check that box too. Similarity Report allows you to determine what you would like Turnitin to check in the papers and if students can resubmit their work. By default, Turnitin is automatically going to generate a report as soon as a submission is made, and students will be able to resubmit their work for that assignment until the due date. This allows students some flexibility. If you would like to, you can change this so that students cannot resubmit their work, or that reports of similarity do not generate until the due date. You can choose whether or not to allow students to view those similarity reports and to exclude bibliographical materials, quoted material, and small sources. You can also choose to save these settings for future use. So if you have a particular setup that you like and you don't want to have to change these options each time, check this box before you hit submit. Once you're done making the changes that you'd like, click submit. You'll be taken back to Blackboard, where you will now see your assignment listed.